Rosetta would come out once in a while and go over some of his work, talk to the students, and I tell you, with him in the room, it's like, you know, the place just, it's amazing. It's totally amazing. It just lights up. Here's Frank going over the work, you know, his own work with the students. This is just, you know, it's unbelievable. You know, these are the types of things we try to impress upon the kids. You know, we want to, you know, show them as much as possible. Again, Frank with a student. Also, as far as field trips go, the third-year students go up to DC Comics. I don't know if you know, some of you may realize how tough it is to get to show your portfolio or your work to editors of Marvel, DC, or, you know, I know you have to sign up, you know, sign on a list, and you know, hopefully you'll get in to see them. Our students, we open the door for them. You know, they still have to prove that, you know, that they can do the work and show their portfolio, but we open the door. We get them up to the office up there. Editors go over their work. This is Brian Cunningham up at DC Comics. He's an editor. So every third-year student has an opportunity to go up to the DC office and show their portfolio and talk to editors. Yeah.
I think it's important for anybody who is trying to get into the business, into this profession, to know that because of the fact that the business itself is burgeoning, it's bursting out of its seams, despite the fact that the general economy in the United States is not in the best of shapes. Still in all, in our profession, in our business, there is a demand more and more for the kind of people that are coming out of the school. Now, I'm not so much patting myself on the back as I am the people who teach them. As Adam mentioned, we have about 25 to 30 instructors who teach comparatively, we are a comparatively small school, perhaps a little more than 100 students who attend the school at any given time. We have a three-year course for these people. It's a tough one to maintain. In fact, the selection of those students who come in is based on a portfolio and a rather rigid interview that's held prior to their coming. Because it's in this interview that a determination is made as to whether we feel right off the bat if that person who's applying to the school can really make it. We're not looking just to fill seats. School is around to accommodate those people who have a complete commitment towards what it is they want to do, and this is the place to fulfill that commitment. We don't give encouragement. We don't plant the seed of somebody wanting to do this. I don't know where the hell that comes from. It's something that the person themselves must have in order to be able to get through the kind of 3 years that our school maintains. The average student retains a schedule where they're drawing 6 to 7 hours a day at least. That's just in school. Every one of the 10 courses of the curriculum has homework. The homework easily equals the amount of time that they're spending in school. So you can imagine that the people who are attending my school are drawing anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a day. It's not because anybody beats them up. It's not because we hit them with chains or anything like that. It's something that they really want to do. As far as I'm concerned, I've been in this business a pretty long time. I think the only way that anybody improves their drawing is by sitting at a drawing board and drawing and drawing and drawing. There are no shortcuts. You can listen to an instructor forever, and you'll never improve the work that you're doing until you put that pencil to paper. So this is what the nature of the school is. Adam, I must admit, neither I nor Adam, being here speaking to you is not our most comfortable position. I much prefer sitting at a drawing table and drawing, believe me. So does Adam and my son Andy. We're all, and Gabe. We're all pretty much that way.
Which is why Andy's not here.
He should have not. But go ahead.
Okay, I guess I also want to mention Eddie Briganza is going over Jerry Brown's portfolio. Jerry actually got a job at DC, right?
I just want to follow that for 1 minute.
Okay.
If anybody has considered getting into this business, by trying to make an appointment with any of the art directors or editors up at DC or Marvel, they can tell you the kind of a tough time they've had, even being able to make that kind of contact on the telephone, much less being able to submit a portfolio directly in person to any of the bigwigs up at Marvel or DC or Archie Comics or any of the comic book houses. It's not because they're snobbish, it's not because they don't want new people to come in, but those people are very, very busy. Deadlines are sitting on the back of their necks all the time. However, at our school, part of the third year course involves an appointment for every one of the third year students. They are invited up to DC and to Marvel to speak to their head editors, to be interviewed by their head editors, and to see each person's portfolio. This happens towards the end of the last month of their attending school in their third year. That's not something I pressed for. It's not something I asked for. It's something that was put to us by the publishers in terms of the need that they had for new people. And I'm very proud to say that the people that come out of our school are top-notch, and they're filling the top areas in our field everywhere, in every facet.
Well, the school's been open for 34 years.
34 years.
So
I never thought it would be open that long. Never thought it would be in that long.
So our graduates have really, they're everywhere in our business at this point. Also, this is Nick Lowe, Marvel X-Men editor, C.B. Cebulski, who's Marvel's talent scout. This year they came out to the school, gave a talk, interviewed, and went over all the third year portfolios. Great guys. Nick is my editor right now. We have a number of speakers guest speakers that come out to the school and talk. Darwin Cook, Jimmy Palmiotti, not the most flattering of picture, but they were there. Look at Darwin, what's he doing? I probably pronounced his name wrong. I always call him Daryl, he looks at me just like that. Bill Sienkiewicz has been out to the school. This is a few years back. Rags Morales. Rags Morales is also a graduate. Did he graduate the school? Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is Brandon Vietti. He graduated. When did he graduate?
10, 12 years ago.
10, 12, 99?
Brandon Vietti, at that time, we were receiving a full schedule,
Full scholarship. Yeah,
from Marvel.
that's right.
His entire 3 years of attending the school, the equivalent of about $35,000, was paid for by Marvel or Brandon Vietti to get through the school. And ironically, he's now working for DC.
That's good, right? But he's a producer on. He's actually a producer for cartoons. He's working on Young Justice. He also is an Emmy award-winning producer on animated Batman. Directing. He directed it?
Yeah.
Did he, Gabe? Gabe knows there. Every time I go, Gabe knows. Maury Hollowell. He just came out Thursday. That's when this picture was from. He's really one of Marvel's top colorists. He colored Civil War and Old Man Logan over Steve McNiven. He's from Alaska. He went down to CrossGen when that company started up. He's still down there, but he's up for the convention, and he swung by the school on Thursday. did a demo. He had a page, this is great,